Turn my beat up, beat up, beat up. Turn my beat up, beat up, turn my beat up, beat up. Yeah, we can do anything. Walk into anywhere and buy anything. I be chillin', I ain't worried about anything. Why stop now? I can have everything.
Boy, Rio West.
TV.
Got that apple pie sundae.
I'm about to be like,
we got Patrick, aka Chris Hustle.
About to eat. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers.
Check it out. Unwrap it on camera, P.
On camera, dude.
On camera. Hold up.
We're gonna be rallies to sponsor some shit.
For real. Shit.
At the end of the shit, I might be like,
That's what I'm messing with right there.
everybody, fuck life.
Shit.
So we still need that.
Rio West TV.
Yo.
It's your boy, No Hover, Rio West.
Yeah, man,
You know.
we about to get just to some topics right fast, man. Just some of the stuff that is kind of disturbing. You know what I mean? Like this fellow U.S. citizen / soldier who went AWOL or whatever you want to call it, and went to the little village and killed 16 people, including children. Man, I mean, I know warfare is something, and I mean, what do you do with something like that when you know the government is really responsible for his mind state? And you
he signed up for that.
he did. He signed up for that. You got to give him that. I mean, which is one of the reasons why I can't. You know what I mean? So, not gonna lie, every time I see one of those guys, I see any type of military force person, I'm like, thank you. You know? And whatever, I buy him a drink or something, you know what I mean? Because I know I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I got enough war problems right here in my own city. You know what I'm saying? So, but this guy, you know, he goes out there and he just went AWOL, just killed everything he could. You know what I'm saying? What should be done about something like that?
What was it over again?
I don't
Something
know.
happened to another troop person that was in whatever it's called. One of his guys, they got hurt. Somebody, it was one of the surgeons. Somebody broke the man's leg, and he witnessed it, and he just. There was something like that. I didn't read the whole article, but
So wait, the people he shot and killed was they people?
Find out about it. I'm gonna look it up.
He killed Afghan. He walked
Afghani people walked up in the house.
Civilians.
So he rolled up on them with the Gilbert Arenas.
He went by himself. One man army.
Yep.
Went up in there and kids, everything, old people, young
Just
people,
click.
whoever was walking, anything moving and breathing.
So, you ready to go that night?
He ready to go.
You ready to go that night?
And bust heads like real. Now, here go the negative effects of that. We were already pulling our people out.
Right.
And what they were doing was the way they was strategically moving our, forces out was putting them into low problem areas on these bases that were just kind of working with these communities and, building these communities and stuff like that. So they were really there to help the people.
Right.
Well, because of this now, the new Afghan, I don't know what they call him. Is he a prime minister? I don't know what they call him. He's not a president. But whatever their new leader is, he's now like, our people can handle it now, telling, our government to get, because of that. I mean, what you can't blame him, this is his people that just got killed. You know what I mean? How would you feel? You know what I mean? So now they make the country look bad, makes our president look bad. You know what I'm saying?
You're already black. So
he already got so many, so many issues. I mean, because with him, and let me throw this out there. Hey, let me speak on this when I say president. People, if you don't like him, give me a good reason why.
Call up here 504-865-3635. I want to hear that.
Give me a good reason why, because this man has dug this country out of so much stuff.
And nobody even realizes it.
And nobody don't realize it because they can't get past the fact that he's black. They won't give him a chance. They allow so much stupid things to happen, just like that governor chick who ran up on him. If that was any other president, she put her finger on his face. Any other president, they would have slammed him to the ground, should have been maced.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Maybe shot.
Nelson.
You know? I mean, hell, Dick Cheney shot somebody on his own. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those things. I mean, give me a good reason. Just like in Slidell, we had the school where the kids had the project and they put, posters of him with bullet holes in them and just so much disrespect towards the president. That a guy in the military recently that just protested and refused to do anything that Obama had ordered for them to do because he said that's not his president. I mean, seriously? So call me and you tell me a good reason why you don't respect this man.
I'll put it to you like this. Call up here. I'll give you this survey. Call up here, and you give us your answer. Which president would you rather have, Barack Obama or Bush?
Man, Bush messed everything up.
And let me tell you, if John McCain would have won, worse.
Oh, yeah.
Worse position.
And what's going on right now is it's basically between Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum. Like, those are the main guys that everybody's been focusing on. I'm telling you. Mitt Romney is worth at least $250 million as a whole net worth. I mean, he started a bunch of businesses, you know what I'm saying? He's rich, real rich guy. Yeah. And here's the thing between him and Obama. Obama is a people person.
Yeah.
He's for the American citizens. Mitt Romney has been rich his whole life. He can't sympathize with people that, made under $1 million, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Right.
So how is he going to benefit the middle class and
the lower class
folks?
It's not going to happen. Right. We're going to get more taxes to support the upper class.
He's against, taxing the rich because he himself is rich, and he's making all his money off of his investments, and there's loopholes where he doesn't get taxed on that kind of stuff. He just makes straight money.
Right.
And they don't want to do that, so they can just keep getting richer and richer, and everybody else, you just on your own. If you don't, it's like this. If you don't own a business, you're not a nurse, a lawyer, or something like that. You just broke, like straight up.
And that's my thing. I'm not telling you, we're not at all saying go vote for Barack Obama.
Right. Vote whatever you feel.
But do your homework.
Right.
Do your homework. Go look at what this man has done.
And all people do is say, well, it's his fault for the gas prices. No, it's not his fault for the gas prices. It's his fault we're at war. George Bush brought us to war.
Exactly.
Him and his father. So we're talking about 16 years.
We had
16 years worth of foolishness.
When George Bush, second George Bush went into office, we had a surplus of money. He took that surplus of money and put it on the Iraq war and Afghanistan war. So that's why we got in the recession that we were in. He let Wall Street, all the Wall Street guys go ahead and give loans to people who couldn't afford house loans and all this other stuff. So they are the reason. Wall Street and Bush are the reason.
It's Bush. Let me tell you. Let me break it down. Him and his dad. All right. He was worse than his dad, of course. But you had that Bush first, the old Bush, Daddy Bush. Then Clinton came. And straightened everything up. Right. He was the most popular. But besides that, man, let the man give him a little bit of that. You know why? Because he had us straight. Everything was straight. Clinton had us really. The communities were thriving.
Right.
We were fine. He put an end to that little war that his daddy started. And then the second Bush comes, steals the election. All right? Let me bring out a valid point to you right fast. He lost to Al Gore. I think everybody remembers they announced Al Gore was the president. And then they retracted it saying it was, all these trucks that still had voting machines that wasn't accounted for, and the next Bush won. But Al Gore, his main campaign and thing was about the pollution in the communities and being healthy and getting rid of all the polluting cars and going green, right? That was his thing.
Really?
That was his thing.
I didn't even know he was doing that. I know he's talking about global warming, but I didn't know.
Picture, he loses, Bush gets in there, Wall Street, all that crashes. You know what I'm saying? The car companies go under, right? And then, in order for them to get the money to get these car companies, when they gave them the money to get back on their feet, they all went bankrupt and whatever. The stipulation was you had to make more green cars, more economic. How you say that? Economical, friendly cars and the pollutant-free cars. This was already from Al Gore.
Right.
We would have been 8 years ahead.
Right. Had we done it then? See, I didn't pay attention to politics then. I really got into it, as I got older. Really, when Obama was running, that's when I got into it and actually started paying attention to how things work.
I've never heard him say anything about Illuminati. And I think people took the whole dynasty thing and the diamond. The name of his record label is Rockefeller.
Right.
Over. You know what I mean? So he made a diamond sign, not the Illuminati pyramid.
Right.
With an eye. And I think people have taken that to the extreme.
That's what they do. Yeah.
I don't know. So my thing is this: stop spreading rumors unless you know firsthand that it's true. You gotta stop, man. You know, and what we're doing is just drawing our own people. You know what I'm saying?
We will be any economic downfall is our fault. Really, anything that happens is human fault. There's people that we put in power that play with it and abuse it, and we got to be more careful about that. And what's sad is most people, especially young people, don't care.
No, they don't.
I'm telling you, most people under 25 don't care. Probably under 30. Do not care about politics and anything that goes on in this country, and then they're the ones complaining.
I'm gonna say this before we go back to some real music. You know what I'm saying? I know we've been talking. Yeah. You know, we got hot heavy in here about this topic, but we always screaming no new taxes, no more taxes. Nobody wants to pay taxes. I'm gonna break this down for you people, especially people with kids or planning on having kids. The amount of taxes you pay, or when you buy a house and you get property taxes, those taxes take care of your school system. So if you don't pay taxes in your neighborhood, that's the reason why your school doesn't have funding.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you depend on the state to fund your school, they're getting pennies.
That reminds me, anybody out there that's thinking about voting for Rick Santorum, he said the public school system needs to go. All right. However, he has 2 degrees from public universities. He's got a bachelor's and a master's. And he's saying that public education is wrong.
Governor Bobby Jindal. Check him out. He is trying to make Louisiana everything school, other than like not private and Catholic, but any public schools. He's trying to make the whole state go to charter school.
Why?
Which is
I don't even know what that is. Charter school. I don't even know what that is.
They go to New Orleans after Katrina or whatever.
I know
to reform them and stuff like that. Now I'm not sure. I don't live in New Orleans anymore, so I don't know if it really works in New Orleans or not. You know what I mean? But I know they lost a lot of funding, but due to the state the city was in. I get that.
Go to school there?
But I'm talking about doing it in Slidell, everywhere. Like
really?
The governor, I didn't know this, but the governor controls the whole state of schools. So whatever he says is what happens.
Right.
So, but also which means that all funding will go through the governor, which means that of course you will be shortchanged because if you think Governor Bobby Jindal is going to visit every city, every county, all the time, or know what's going on in those counties, you're sadly mistaken.
Right.
You know what I mean? At best, he'll get back Rouge, you know what I mean? Because that's where he's stationed. Right. You know what I mean? But not a good idea. It works for some. What works for some cities and counties doesn't work for all.
Right.
So make sure when y'all see that on election day that y'all vote no. You do not want a state full of charter schools. It's bad enough we have the lowest scores and the worst school systems than any other state.
Now I see what a charter school is. I had to look it up.
Yeah.
It's basically funded through public money.
Yeah.
But they have standards that they're supposed to meet up to. And Obama's been all about that. So making sure that the teachers are really teaching what they should. If they're not performing in the right way, they need to be fired and all that. I mean, they're really trying to education reform.
Yeah, but certain areas don't need it.
Right. This I think is a little bit crazy.
I mean, you want better teaching, better school systems. You got to start with teachers.
Exactly.
All right. So pay the money.
Right. $30,000. Well, it's a little more than that.
Pay the money.
St. Tammany's Parish starting salary for a teacher is around $42,000, which isn't bad if he's young.
Yeah.
But that's not that much money when they got to go in there 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and they really teaching. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have anything.
Exactly. So
they should be the ones making all these CEO salaries.
They should make the money that Congress makes, to be honest.
$140,000 a year.
Congress makes money for no reason. But if they sit there for 2 hours and disagree on something, they never come together.
Ever.
They never put anything together that's worthwhile for the people. But yet they make 140, and they never get pay cuts.
Anyone who's in Congress gets whatever money that they make when they retire. They get that same amount of money for life. They don't, their retirement don't really matter. They get all kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we're going to hit y'all with this music, man. I want to thank y'all for listening anyway to us do all this stuff. But yeah, keep it moving.
Every single time I get up in the building and I touch it and I get it poppin', you can never stop it. And I love it, got I'm bugging and they wondering how I does it when I'm black and they be putting every shit and I'm flooding. Making every DJ wanna bring it back and then they rubbing, making another poppin', ain't no food up in the cover. See the way I got no skin and I'm running from the way that I be getting on the beat and I be down, man. I be down. want to see y'all do that on YouTube. Let me give a little